Hello, good morning. Welcome to Pray Wellness TV. I'm Renu Corvin, owner of Core Studios. Today I'm going to be taking you through a 25-minute glute and ab series. We're going to be using the yoga block for today's class. If you don't have one of these, you absolutely don't need to use one. You can either substitute the block out for a towel or a book, or you can absolutely do the session without. So we're going to start by coming down to the end of the mat. We don't need the block yet at this stage. We're just going to take a nice inhale here and exhale. Breathing into the lungs, feeling the rib cage expand, and exhale. One more inhale here. And with your inhale, the hands are going to come up above the head. And then as we exhale, chin comes to chest, rolling down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, coming into a nice hang here. You can cradle the elbows into the hands. And just nodding the chin to chest a few times, just releasing the neck. And then saying no, so looking over one shoulder, then the other. Just taking it nice and gently here. And then just bringing the hands down onto the ground. We're just going to pedal through those legs. So just straightening one knee, bending the other. And just feeling how the body is this morning. Noticing if there's any discomforts or areas of tightness, and just breathing into those spots. Beautiful. We're going to keep that left leg straight, right leg bent, right hand staying down on the ground. We're going to rotate with that left arm up towards the sky. Take an inhale here, feel that nice stretch through the back of the body, and as we exhale, come through the center. Swap those legs over, straighten the right leg, bend through the left, and then rotate up towards the sky with that right hand. Take a nice big breath here, coming back through the center. Straightening both legs, then take a slight bend. Start stacking that spine, rolling all the way up. Take an inhale at the top here, roll the shoulders back. One more breath in, hands come up above the head. And then as we exhale, chin comes to chest, rolling down. Beautiful. Now we're going to walk the hands out into our plank position. The knees are going to come down onto the ground. We're going to take our block with us. Just tuck the toes underneath you and come all the way down so that we're lying on our backs. Knees are going to be bent, feet hip width apart. We're just going to start with our hands pointing up towards the sky with that block in between. So just finding your breath here. Inhale. Feel the rib cage expand laterally. And exhale. One more inhale here. And exhale. So keeping that block pointing up towards the sky, with your next exhale, we're going to start with our imprint. So pivoting at your hip joints, drawing pubis bone towards belly button, feel the lower back press down firmly into the floor. As we inhale, let the tailbone fall heavy. Feel that lightness underneath our lower back return. Exhaling, we imprint, drawing pubis bone to belly button. Feel the ribs draw down towards the hips. Inhale, let the tailbone fall heavy. Exhaling, we imprint, really trying to remain nice and heavy through those legs. It's just the deep core that's working here. We're going to go for two more. Exhaling to imprint, drawing pubis bone towards belly button. Inhale, let the tailbone fall heavy. One more here. Exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. Now finding your neutral spine, so the tailbone is heavy. There is a slight lightness underneath your lower back. We're just going to start with lifting our right leg up into a tabletop. We're going to inhale, let that toe tap back down onto the ground. Exhale, we lift. Inhale to lower down. very tiny movements here. We're just drawing that attention to the core. Feeling that leg lift all the way up from the top of the belly. Keeping our knee at 90 degrees and not letting that knee come over the top of our hip. Exhaling, we lift. Inhale to lower. Imagining that that lift of that leg is like an ice cream scoop from top and underneath, so the sit bone's drawing up towards the back of the knee. We're going to go for 2 more on this side. Keeping that pelvis nice and steady. Last one here. Arms staying nice and energized, pointing up towards the sky. Swapping over to your left leg now. Exhaling to lift. Inhale to lower back down. Keep drawing that slight pubis bone to belly button, ribs drawing down towards the hips, imagining that the hip bones are trying to connect towards one another in the front of the body. We're going to go for 4 more on this side. Exhaling to lift. Inhale to lower back down, feeling that draw from right at the top of the abdominal area. Last one here. Now bringing that left leg up into tabletop, right leg to meet. We're now going to reverse that movement. So exhaling, our right toe is going to tap down towards the ground. Inhale to lift. Alternating here. So left leg taps. Inhale to lift. Right leg taps. Good. So just breathing through this little activation here. You'll notice that as that toe goes to tap the ground, that pubis bone to belly button just has to work a little bit harder to maintain our pelvis position. Good. Exhale as we lower. Inhale to lift. We're going to go for 2 more on either side. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. Good. And then stepping right foot down, left foot down. Taking an inhale here, keeping the hands drawing away from the body, holding that block in between. As we exhale, chin comes to chest, we're lifting the head, chest up and over the hips, keeping our neutral spine. Inhale to lower back down. Exhaling, we lift, ribs draw down towards the hips. We're reaching that block away past the knees. Inhale to lower. Exhaling to lift. Staying nice and heavy in that tailbone. Careful that that pelvis doesn't want to scoop under as we lift that chest. We're really isolating those upper abs. We're going to go for 4 more of our chest lift here. Last one like this. Now come with me. This time when we lift our chest, we're going to reach past our left thigh. Inhale to come back down to center. Exhale, we come up, reaching the hands past our right thigh this time. Inhale to come back down. Exhale to lift, keeping nice and steady through both hip bones, just rotating with that upper body as we lift our chest. Keep going with your breath, exhaling to lift. Inhale to lower back down. One more on either side. Last one to the right here. Beautiful. Keep reaching that block up towards the sky, stepping left foot, then right foot up into our tabletop. We're going to exhale, lift that block, try and tap the knees. Inhale to come back down. Exhale to lift, keeping those knees directly over the hips, trying to reach our hands past the top of our kneecaps. Tailbone stays nice and heavy here. Really trying to reach and get our chest up and over the top of your hips. We're going to go for 3 more. 2. Last one here. Now this time when we come up, we're going to reach that block and our hands past our left thigh. Inhale, come back down to the center. Exhale, we reach past our right thigh. Inhale to come back down. You should be starting to feel your abs by now. We're going to go for 2 more on either side. Really trying to reach that opposite hand past opposite thigh. Good. Last one to either side. Keep breathing. Last one to the right. Then coming back down to center. That block is now going to come long ways in between your knees and stepping your feet down so that they're now on the ground. So feet are going to be still hip width apart, and we're just taking a slight squeeze of that block in between your knees. We're going to inhale to prepare, and then as we exhale, start with your imprint, pivoting at your hip joint, pubis bone draws towards belly button. We keep reaching, tailbone in between the knees, rolling the spine all the way up until we come up into our glute bridge position. Inhale at the top here, and then as we exhale, start lengthening from the armpits first, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae until we unravel our pelvis all the way down, untucking that tailbone. Inhale at the bottom here, and then as we exhale, start tucking under, pressing the hands and the back of the arms down into the floor. Keep rolling, reaching the kneecaps past the toes, sit bones drawing towards the back of the knees at the top here, ribs drawing down towards the hips. Inhale here. Then as we exhale, finding that length from the armpits first, rolling that upper back, articulating vertebrae by vertebrae as we come all the way down. The last thing to unravel will be your tailbone. Inhale at the bottom here. Then as we exhale, scooping under, press the feet down into the floor. Sit bones reach for the back of the knees, rolling all the way up. Kneecaps drawing past the toes, ribs down towards hips. Inhale here. Then as we exhale, rolling yourself all the way down. Good. Inhale at the bottom. We have 3 more. Exhale, rolling up. Find your position at the top here. Inhale, then exhale, start lengthening as you roll all the way down. Two more. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, start rolling, articulating that spine. Good. Feel that nice connection and activation at the top of your bridge position. Then finding that nice spinal articulation as we come all the way back down. Good. Last one here. Really find that position at the top. Sit bones drawing towards the back of the knees. Press the arms down into the floor, ribs towards hips. Inhale, squeeze. Then exhale, start lengthening from the armpits first. Sit bones reaching for the heels, unraveling that pelvis all the way down. So we're going to articulate ourselves all the way back up to the top of our glute bridge position once more. And then meet me in the top. Find that connection. Now we're going to hinge from our hips, tapping the tailbone down into the floor. Then exhale, drive the feet down, press the hips up into your glute bridge position. Inhale, we lower, sit bones tap the ground. Exhale to lift. Inhale, we tap. Exhale to lift. Keep that slight little squeeze on that block, really bringing that awareness to the inner thighs. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one here, holding at the top. Keep squeezing, drawing sit bones for the back of the knees, kneecaps drawing past the toes. We're going to lift both heels up off the ground and then tap them back down. We have 9. Good, keep breathing, keep squeezing. We have 7. Keep pressing the arms down into the floor, reaching those sit bones for the back of the knees. We have 5. Good, breathing here for 4, 3, 2. Last one here, holding, then rolling, articulating spine all the way down. Last thing to unwind will be your pelvis. We can take that block out from between our knees and we're just going to pop it to the side for a second. So coming back into some abs now, we're going to bring our knees one at a time into your chest and just placing your hands just on the top of your kneecaps here, finding a nice neutral spinal position, and then inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the head and the chest, find your chest lift position here, shins flat towards the ceiling. Now you're going to inhale, extend your right leg out, placing your right hand on top of your left knee. We're going to inhale to change, exhale to extend your left leg. Inhale to change, exhale to extend your right leg. So the hands are going to be staying where they are, and we're just inhaling to change, exhaling to extend one leg at a time. Keep reaching that chest up. Good. Finding that breath. We're going to go for 3 more on either side. Last 2. Last one, we're going to extend our legs and keep going with this. So the right leg is going to come up towards the sky. Inhale, change, exhale, extend. Good. Keep reaching that chest up. The hands staying where they are. The leg is coming to meet our hands. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one here. Bringing the knees back in towards the chest, coming on down. We have one last little ab activation here. So bringing our legs back into our tabletop position, hands are going to be reaching down by the side of the body. We're going to inhale, find our chest lift, reaching our hands down, and we're going to just start beating our hands towards the floor. So lifting from underneath and then pressing from the palms. Now we're going to take our breath, pumping our hands for 5 inhales. And exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you get your chest a little higher? If you want an extra challenge, can you extend your legs? We have 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Coming knees into chest, hugging those legs and just finding a moment to rest for a second here. Taking a nice inhale through the nose and exhale. One more inhale here and exhale. Beautiful. So just bringing your block now, we're going to place the block underneath your right foot. So we really want to try and make sure that the heel of our right foot is in contact with the block. The end of the block, you should be just able to brush it with your fingertips when your arms are down by your side. So we're going to inhale to prepare now. Exhale, we're going to push down into the block, lifting our legs up into that tabletop position. Inhale to tap back down. Exhale to drive up and lift. Inhale to lower. Each time we lift, really finding that connection of the sit bones drawing towards the back of the knees. That slight tuck under of the pelvis, so pubis bone drawing towards the belly button. We're going to go for 2 more here. Last one. Holding at the top. Now we're going to bring our left leg up into a tabletop position and then tap it back down onto the ground. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower down. Really press the back of the arms down into the floor, driving the weight of your leg through the heel of that right foot. We're trying to maintain that nice stable pelvis, so equal hip bones. We have 2. Last one here, holding still. Bring that left leg up into tabletop. Now extend it, pointing all the way towards the ceiling. We're going to flex that foot and lower our legs so that our knees and thighs are in line. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift, point that toe. Flex the foot to lower and lift. You have 2 more. Last one here, keep pointing that leg towards the ceiling. We're going to drop the hips, tap the sit bones or the pelvis onto the ground, then press back up. Exhale to press. Inhale to lower back down. You have 4, 3, then we're out of here. Last 2. Last one here. Bring that leg back into tabletop, step the left leg down and then roll that spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Whew. My right glute is on fire. We're going to swap that block over now onto your left foot, making sure that that left heel is on that block. It's just far enough away so that you can brush your fingertips against it. We're going to inhale at the bottom here and then exhale, drive the hips up. Inhale to lower down. Exhaling to lift. Good, finding that breath. Ribs drawing down towards the hips. We're going to go for 2 more here. Last one. Now bringing that right knee up into your tabletop, then tap that toe down onto the ground. Exhaling to lift. Inhale to lower. Good, keep reaching that left sit bone for the back of the knee. Kneecap reaching over the toes. You have 2 more here. Then we know what's next. We're straightening that right leg. Last one. Bring that right leg up into tabletop. Extend the toe towards the ceiling. Flex that foot. Exhale to bring that knee so it's in line with your left leg. Inhale to point and bring it back up. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to lift. You have 4. 3. 2. Last one here. Keep that leg pointed. We drop the hips, then drive them back up. Good, last little bit here, and then we are done. We have 5, 4, 3, keep energized through that right leg, 2, last one. Bring that leg into tabletop, stepping it down, and then rolling that spine all the way back down onto the mat. Beautiful, well done. We're just going to come into a nice little figure 4 stretch. So bringing that right ankle over your left knee, and then hugging that knee in towards your chest, really pressing that right knee away from your body, trying to stay nice and heavy through your tailbone. And just taking a moment to breathe here. Nice slow exhales. 2 more like this. Last one here. Good. Then just bringing that left foot back down onto the ground. We're going to swap them over. So left foot over right knee. Press that left knee away from you, bringing that right leg towards your chest. Feeling that nice stretch through the glutes. And just taking some nice slow breaths. Two more here. Last one. Beautiful. Hugging those knees into your chest and just slowly rocking yourself back and forth until you come all the way up into a seated position. Well done. I hope you enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you next time.